Hi everybody, my name is Ev and welcome to Buddy is in Charge. Today we are at Tibradden. So Tibradden, or Pine Forest as it's more commonly known, is home to Zippet. We have here a little map as always. So this is part of the Tibradden Mountains way, which I've had the great pleasure of walking in the past. It's about 42 kilometers in total, but we are just here today, and what we're going to do is we're going to do part of it. So we're going to just go up to this cairn here and back down again. The other way we can also use this car park by going around Crua, which is also a nice little jaunt as well, but yeah, we've just chosen Pine Forest and Tibradden Mountain today. You may hear the squeals and laughter of young people, and that is because this is part of what Zippet is all about, and it's a high level woodland trail but in the air. So there's a young person there crossing a rope bridge. Obviously I want to make sure of privacy, far enough away. But yeah, it looks great fun. They're all harnessed. There's loads of instructors about, so they're all safe. And yeah, it's a brilliant place to come if you've got young people, or if you're older, like myself, having a little bit more bravery than myself. Very brave young person. There are also orienteering posts here as well. There are other various different walks in the forest, like the red loop and the white loop, and of course the Tibradden Mountains way. So these are dotted around. We are at the moment on a forest track, but we are heading up here. A couple of days ago we had an awful lot of rain, so I decided to wear my hiking boots today. Normally I would wear just a pair of runners, but further up the mountain there are areas which will be a little bit boggy, and so I decided no, it's going to be my slippers today. So far we've only met one person on this track, and it was a gentleman who has gone on ahead. And yeah, I'm just taking it easy as I usually do, or going uphill and coming down I'm that a little bit quicker. So I always look, isn't that beautiful? I always marvel at the forestry. So on we shall go. Spooky forest. It doesn't take too long to get out of the forest and into the uplands. This is another area which Quilcher are planting with native plants and trees. And then over to the next mountain, which is Crua. So this is where we are heading today. So Tibradden Mountain stands some 470 meters high, and it's formed from granite. The upper sections of the mountain are covered with blanket bog, hence my boots. So Tibradden, meaning Brodon's house. And we also have the prehistoric cairn. Cremated human remains within it. And then locally, I didn't know this, the cairn is known as Niall Doo's grave. And he became High King of Ireland in 915 AD. So that is where we're heading. So that's Crua Mountain. We sweep around. And that's Mount Pellier Hill, and on top of that is the Hellfire Club. So I'm not sure whether you can see this or not, but we have a little herd of deer here. These are wild deer. It's great to see wildlife. It's coming back now. Happy dog. Cool down. On for the next little bit. So this is our path continuing uphill. I'm just going to swing around just so you can see how far we've climbed. So we're still in County Dublin, just to give you an idea of what we can do in and around a capital city. So there's the beginnings of the city there. That's sweeping around. We'll get a better view when we get to the top of the hill. So many different varieties of heather and grasses and gorse. Seriously, how lucky are we? So that's Three Rock with the masts, and then you have the path that crosses the Tibradden Ridge, and it comes down via the cairn and down this way. So that would be part of the Tibradden Mountains way. So what we're going to do is, before we get to the top, as there are people up there, going to sweep around to Howth, down to Dublin Port, Lambay in the background. I'm not sure whether you can see it on the camera, but I can see the Mourne Mountains, which are in Northern Ireland. I sweep around to Slieve Gullion, sweeping around Dublin City. We have two lovely couple walking down the path. Again, meeting lots of people who are lovely and friendly, as always up here in the hills. So close to the top now. We're just heading up to the very top there, where you can see the trees, and around the trees is where the cairn is. It's stunning up here today with all the heather out, and yeah, we're having a lovely time. So like many of our ancient features, there seems to be like a gateway, and then of course the outer ring ditch. So from here on in, we're on sacred ground. We can see that this is the boardwalk, and we're very close to the summit now. I just wanted to share with you this. It is so cute. Obviously a child has been learning a little bit about archaeology. And what have they done? They've built their own cairn. Isn't that gorgeous? We've just come off the Tibradden Mountain way, and I wanted to show you where our picnic spot is for today. That is a little Sugarloaf, big Sugarloaf. Come around Prince William's Seat. There is a road down there in the valley which brings you to Glencullen and the famous Johnny Fox's pub. Coming around here to some granite outcrop, nice and sheltered. The cairn is just over the top there where that tree is, and this is our picnic site for today. So it's a picnic for me and one dog. I cheated today. Normally I bring my own, but today I wanted to get petrol before I came up here, so I thought, here, let's cheat and have someone else make my lunch for me. So we are at the end of our little trip up to the cairn. We're actually right now inside the cairn, and I wanted to show you some rock art. There we go. 2 circular rings. For people who know the Hill of Tara, very, very similar. And sweeping around, you can see the city. It's a very, very prominent place, this cairn. And the doorway, I am assuming, is looking out to the sunrise on the summer solstice, because that is towards the northeast. And that's about the only thing I can think of at the moment as being a possibility. So this is where we say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.